So welcome to the main setting of Susan Wood's poem Eggs, in which she presents images of the kitchen and literal eggs, which are supposed to represent hurt and problems that were seen throughout her life. Susan Wood presents three different types of eggs in this poem. One is literal egg that is consumed and broken. The other one has to do with an egg in her stomach, and the other one is a golden egg, which they hoard throughout their lives. We're going to go through these images in this video.
Do you think her favorite novel was Great Expectations?
Chris. So the poem starts off, morning broke like an egg on the kitchen floor, and I hated them too. So we're not going to break the egg on the kitchen floor, but here we have perfectly whole egg. Pretty, right? Pretty? Let's see. That's the image right there.
That was pretty explosive.
See the runny yolks? That's an image right there. It's supposed to symbolize all the problems pouring out of the perfectly whole egg, showing like flaws and ugliness pouring out of a once beautiful substance.
Excellent break, Ronke. Excellent break.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. So the next part, the father is who the focus is on. And I hated my father, the one cock in the hen house who laid the plate on the table and made me eat. Basically, the next image is, you see a father whisking up these eggs, right? Whisking up the eggs. And the daughter comes out of her room, right? And he pulls out a plate, puts the eggs on the plate like, well, bam, you better eat these eggs. What'd she say? No! She says no. And she refuses to eat the eggs for whatever reason, right? And the father, for these purposes, what are we going to call him?
Egbert.
And the daughter, what should we call her?
Rebecca,
yes. So Egbert and Rebecca have this argument, right? Each day in the morning. And he puts the egg on the plate and tells her to eat it, but she says no. So that's the first image you see. Okay, so fast forward to Rebecca's theory on why exactly she hates these eggs. She talks about Freud's theory of displacement and how she's possibly displacing that hate onto eggs, right? So we see hate for herself as well as hate for the egg in the oven, which is basically a baby, right? Code word for baby. And for purposes of this, we're going to call the baby
Degmund,
alright. So Degmund, Rebecca's talking about the future when she hits the baby, right? So Degmund is getting abused, verbally abused, whatever it is. And you see an image of basically a baby in a bed, and she's standing over the baby's bed hitting the baby, right? You literally get an image of a baby with the head of an egg. And every time she hits the baby, there's yolk coming out of the eggshell. So literally, this is an image of a symbolic meaning that shows the baby's flaws and the hurt coming out of the baby every time she hits the baby, bringing her back to the yolk that she saw when she was younger, representing hurt. Okay, so fast forward again, we're talking about, but that doesn't say enough about why we hoard our hurt like golden eggs and foolishly wait for them to hatch. So we get an image of the next egg, which is gold. And this egg is prettier than the rest of the eggs, right? Basically, it has a nice shell, it's golden, but it has a lot of hurt on the inside. So the yolk that's inside of that golden egg is the hurt and the problems that they face. Rebecca talks about if her and Egbert would have just taken these golden eggs and chucked them at each other, right? So you get a literal image of a food fight going on in this kitchen. And maybe another image of possibly the golden egg cracking open, symbolizing release of all the problems that they face throughout their life. Had this happened, she said that their faces would have been golden and laughing, both of them beautiful and flawed. So you see the cracking of the shell, which would still be beautiful, the pieces of the shell would still be beautiful, but the insides are the flaws that would have come out. So that's an image of a food fight that leads to consensus among the two and accepting of flaws and beauty at the same time.
and in doing so, everything would have been sunny side up.
Exactly. So, altogether, we have the big image of the kitchen, right? And then the individual images of three different eggs and how they're cracked open and prepared. And basically, we see that there's beauty and flaws in Rebecca, Degmund, and Egbert throughout this poem.
Enough said.